Welcome to the Eye of the Observer podcast, a podcast of the Observer News staff. On Eye of the Observer, we'll be interviewing the newsmakers and fascinating personalities at Elgin Community College. Or sometimes we'll be talking about news or cultural topics among ourselves to inform and entertain you. Hi, my name is James Kilcoyne.
I'm Matt.
Moises Encarnacion.
I'm Eric.
And today's podcast is sponsored by Columbia College of Missouri. Begin a new chapter at Columbia College of Missouri in Elgin, offering flexible, affordable degrees for real lives and real responsibilities. Located locally on the ECC campus, you can take classes in person or online, all at your own pace. That is Columbia College of Missouri.
So today we're going to be talking about our favorite video games. It's kind of a random podcast, but we all really were thinking about what we really enjoyed the most on our consoles, I guess, / PCs. So who wants to start with their favorite game? Or like it's kind of going to be like an exposition on what our favorite game is, why we like it, etc. So who wants to go first, huh?
Sure, I'll go. So my favorite game is Brawlhalla. I have at least 400 hours in the game. So if you guys are criticizing me,
Yeah.
1v1 me,
Okay,
you guys won't be talking smack.
fair enough.
But it's not game of the year or anything. Some people love it, some people hate it. For those who don't know what Brawlhalla is, it's basically kind of like Smash Brawl. Is that what it is?
You mean
Brawl?
Super Smash?
Super
Bros?
Smash, yeah. Super
Yeah.
Smash, kind of like the same thing, but a little bit different.
Bro is not a gamer.
Yeah, I'm not. It's basically like a fighting game, 2-dimensional fighting game. Doesn't have a storyline. You just basically fight your friends or you compete online on tournaments and rank and stuff like that. Personally, I like it because it does kind of give me that drive to continue to be better for myself. Like when I do ranks, kind of like Call of Duty ranks where you like trying to compete against other teams and you're trying to make it to the top tier. That's kind of what I like to do with Brawlhalla, especially because it's a single player rank. You trying to be better than the rest, right? So it's like that competition in me, which is why I like Brawlhalla for that reason.
Is it an actively updated game? Like, is it live service?
What do you mean?
Like, are there updates every once in a while for like a new season?
Oh,
or new
yeah.
stuff.
So every 3 months, there's a season change where they either bring new characters, and every time the season changes, they restart the rank system. So you go back to Browns, and then you have to find yourself back to where you were again.
Oh, so like Rainbow does that too. I mean, I guess they did. I don't know where they're at now, but they would always restart everything because there's like a new character or something.
Something like that. Except the difference between the two is that rank is like really. Rainbow
Competitive?
Siege is like really like toxic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is.
Sorry, Rainbow Siege is
Nah,
a little
one of my-
little bit toxic. bro.
Synonymous with toxicity.
Yeah, one of my favorite games, bro. But the chat is crazy.
Yeah.
The chat is crazy.
What about you, Eric?
What about me? Oh, my favorite game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really have a favorite game. I like playing all games equally. But you know what? Red Dead Redemption 2.
What?
That's respectable.
Red
That's
Dead Redemption
respectable,
2.
Oh,
bro.
okay. You said
Like-
it too fast.
My bad. It's because, like, I'm not going to lie. I haven't finished the story because I'm still playing it. But
Same.
the graphics and, like, so much detail into that game.
Yeah.
So much work put in by Rockstar. I think it's an amazing game. Like,
Yeah.
I actually feel like a cowboy, you know?
And didn't that game come out like after GTA 5?
Yes,
So
yes, it did.
So
Yeah.
imagine like how
GTA
much they're gonna do with GTA 6.
If that
That's
ever comes
true.
out, bro.
It will come out.
Nah,
I
got
think they're
faith.
just
I
they're
got
just
faith.
trying to make a lot of money off of GTA 5. That's what I think it is.
No, seriously, because it's still doing really well.
Yeah.
They're still selling a lot.
Yeah, of
copies.
course. So why would you make
Another game.
yeah when the old game is still making that much money? You know, it just
Well,
doesn't make sense.
I think it might not even be that. It might be that they're gonna milk out as much money as possible
That's
to
what-
make
yeah.
GTA 6 like the craziest.
yeah.
Oh no,
Craziest
I see what
thing.
he's saying.
Shit,
So
Yeah.
I guess it's a double focus. My dad, like he doesn't play GTA, but when I explain to him how GTA is doing things, I guess Rockstar, is doing things with GTA, he's like, why would you ever update or change a product when it's already just still making you money?
Of course.
Mm.
Like there's no point. Why would you spend money to get that money back?
I think that's business 101 right
yeah,
there.
really.
Especially with their aggressiveness on the shark cards in that game.
Yeah.
For those who aren't familiar at home with Grand Theft Auto 5, basically you can buy online money that, I mean, it's one-time money transaction. So what is it, like $20 is like a
$1
million and a
million,
half, something
which
like
is
that.
nothing in GTA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's like pocket change. And they just nickel and dime you for everything in that game. It's pretty bad. What that allows for is just some absolutely ridiculous, record-breaking profit margins for Rockstar Games,
And
the
then,
publisher of GTA.
and not only that, but you can also take an example of, like, we're talking about GTA 5, right? So you can take into example 2K, the 2K series of games, like the 2K23 that just came out for 2024, 2K24.
Yeah, it should-
2K24 just came out, right? Every year 2K comes out with this new game, and that's basketball that we're talking about, where like you literally have to spend like $100 to be like top tier best online rank,
It's
right?
like pay to win, yeah.
Yeah, so
Really?
it's a pay to win, but
EA.
and they do that every year instead of like trying to make like an actual good game and like milk the money
Oh,
out.
it's like a repeat of the
Yeah,
old
it's
game.
literally and
Which is why would you spend money on that?
I mean,
realistically.
exactly.
Well, okay, well, Modern Warfare, right?
I mean, I'm
every
not buying
2
the new
years.
game. Actually, I pre-ordered it. My bad.
Oh
Modern
my
Warfare
God,
3
bro.
or
Yeah.
I mean, in
MW3.
general, bro, Modern Warfare or just Call of Duty in general, they have a new game every other year. It's just how they do things, and that just really does not promote longevity of a game, which actually I feel like makes profit hard, because
Mhm.
then how much are people going to invest in one game when there's going to be another? You know what I mean?
Well, it's very interesting to see the evolution of that because I wasn't playing Xbox games when I was during like when Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, the games like that. But I do know from going back and playing them because I really like zombies. I'm sure that will be
Ooh.
brought up at some point. But and also I used to play those games later when me and my buddies when we were young, we'd go into the gym at his house and play it on his PS3 in there that they would use for like Netflix. Anyways, I would play those games and the evolution, like there was real evolution back then in the games, like new mechanics, stuff like that. It's like the beginning of it. So back then it was totally reasonable to have the
right.
annual releases because there was something new to offer. But now it's like
But like,
it's just similar to the GTA 5 thing where it's just like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. where
Exactly,
They've
yeah.
they've kind of got themselves in the same rut where it's like it's too big of a risk perceived.
But I personally think that you're right about GTA 5. Why fix a game when it's not broken? But at one point, it's better to release a refresh of a game because I stopped playing GTA 5 like probably 2-3 years ago because it's the same boring stuff for me. Like
Yeah.
you literally you go online and you get blown up like 50 times by a random stranger online, bro. Like that's not fun to me. Like especially if you stop playing for a while, the money doesn't grow. It stays the same. And then by the time you come in, like everything else is so expensive.
GTA inflation.
Yeah, bro. Like it's like
That's
inflation
real.
real
That-
out here. You know what I'm
That
saying?
really happened when people were able to buy too much with the shark cards. They just
Yeah.
like slammed everything 2 times price.
And that's kind of genius.
oh, it's
honestly.
absolute, dude. It's genius. Not kind of genius. It is genius.
'Cause that makes people buy more, play more, and invest a little bit more in like just playing the game and really just strategizing outside of
Yeah.
the game too.
And-
Man,
and-
there's like endless ways you can think about that.
So Matt, what's your favorite game?
Honestly, I usually section my games into like favorite single player, favorite multiplayer. Which one do you guys want to hear?
Multiplayer online.
Multiplayer online. It literally is Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, you bring it up a lot. I kind of
yeah.
figured.
I have been playing that game since like 2018.
Okay.
I stopped like last year, but I have like probably a couple thousand hours on that game.
that's crazy.
Mm,
Like,
Yeah.
That's
That's
like
pretty
that
ridiculous.
much hours, bro.
shit.
I'm not calling like you have no,
No,
life.
no, no.
I'm just saying like
At
I've
one
never
point,
done that
I
ever.
literally COVID, bro. I had no life.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't get those back. You can't get
no,
those hours
I
back.
can't
dude.
get that
Well,
a thousand something hours back, bro.
Fun,
Yeah.
fun fact: I actually have a friend that he like invested at least 10,000 hours in Fortnite,
Oh my
and
God,
he
bro.
invests like so many hours in every
Imagine the
game.
money, bro.
Wait, what?
Imagine the money he spent.
Well, he
Bro.
says he doesn't buy a game if it's not like at least 100 hours of gameplay, because to him,
It's kind of
That's-
valid.
because every
Yeah.
game now is like $70 and you only get like 20
20
hours of
hours.
gameplay.
But you know what? Spider-Man 2 is like that.
Yeah.
It's like 15
Well,
hours
no,
in
but
story mode.
okay. Here's the thing. I want to. This has nothing to do with Rainbow, but here's the thing about Spider-Man 2. I want to say, or just games like
'Cause
Spider-Man.
It's open world.
It's open world. There's so much you can do.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
side
like,
quests.
You
okay.
still have like 60 hours of gameplay.
Okay, so Resident
Yeah.
Evil would be an example then.
yeah, Resident Evil. You beat the game. You still have stuff to do.
But
But-
to be honest with you, a lot of people, a lot of gamers like to play the story mode more than the actual like side
Online.
achievements
Yeah.
that you can
Yeah, I
unlock.
was gonna say Red Dead is like at least I think it's like 80 hours of pure linear story. Linear that
Oh,
does
yeah.
like there's other side quests that are the real story and like it isn't just like 100%.
Yeah.
You know, 100% the game quest. They're like
Like I said, there's
real
so much detail in
quests,
that game.
yeah.
Not detail, but like, there's so much stuff you can do in
for
that game.
what was it released $60 and then there's like titles that do come out that are like
Cheap.
like you
not
can
made well.
you can kick rocks longer than that game. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
I mean, a great example, and I am not ripping on fighting games, but when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it is an amazing game. But their story mode, bro, is like 6 hours. I am not saying that I
Wow.
don't like Mortal Kombat. I love that game.
No, that is true.
But the story mode is literally like 6 hours.
Yeah, you can beat it in a
Yeah.
You
day.
could beat it in a whole day.
And they sell it for what, $70?
$70.
Which
That's
is crazy.
wow.
But that's why I think you can only buy fighting games. Like if you're actually gonna play
Yeah.
competitively.
Fighting
or
games
you
usually
have
last very long too,
Right.
Okay.
like
Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
You know, one game that me and my girlfriend have been playing is Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
and somehow when you play with other people, you cannot get bored of it. But
Oh,
when you
really?
play by yourself, it's like, oh,
I've never
I
actually
was gonna
played
say
Animal
playing it by
Crossing.
yourself, dude. I played like about 15 hours and I couldn't stand the game anymore.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like so Animal Crossing is like basically a game where like it's kind of like Minecraft,
Is
but
it actually?
like My Sims, like connection to it's
oh,
like
Yeah,
It's like-
Sims.
it's
yeah.
like combining
about
Sims
that.
and
I have no
Minecraft.
idea.
So there's no storyline. But there is like side missions. You start off in a little island paradise, and you have to like, and
You
there's
have to
this
build
little
your empire. Like
there's
that
this
Black
little
ads.
raccoon that tries to like make you go in debt every time, and you have to pay off that debt. But every time you pay it off, you gain more debt. So it's like
Bro,
it's
You
like
know what
one of
that's
those.
called?
Sisyphus,
It's like
bro.
one of those games where it's just a never-ending debt, but like
Oh my god.
there's no storyline, so it does
So
get
it keeps you
boring.
hooked.
Yeah, it keeps you hooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's better when you play it with other people. So there is games where like they're not good, but they're only good because you play it with other people. So I'm kind of like Mortal Kombat, Brawlhalla,
right,
Smash
actually,
Bros. Yeah,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like Rainbow, I guess they have a story mode. It's literally just tutorial missions, bro. I'm not kidding. And they're integrated into a story, and that's it.
Seriously.
It's literally it. If the game is dead, if a game like that is dead, you got no game. being
Yeah.
serious.
I was gonna say as long as it
But-
just takes the mechanics to be bad and that game's shot.
Something amazing about games like Rainbow, and there's really no games that similar to Rainbow, is because of how tactical it is. Sometimes you could really just be bad at aiming, but if you understand the game,
It's like chess.
physics, yeah, it's literally like chess. Like when it comes to playing, but I guess it is fast paced. Rounds are 3 minutes. It requires a lot of game sense, and I really appreciated that game because of that. And also, I don't know why, but in 2018, I really appreciated realistic games, and I'm not saying that's completely realistic, but it's better than most. Like Call of Duty, when you have an AK-47, you can't like jump 4 feet in the air and shoot people. Like, I don't know what it was, but single player games for me, Elden Ring. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sekiro was my favorite, but after a while, Elden Ring, which is a Dark Souls game, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about Elden Ring. I don't want to get into too much detail, but that game's like a masterpiece.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see the hype around Elden Ring. I'm not saying it'd be different.
Whoa.
I played Elden Ring and I liked it. I actually did like it. I just like don't find the motivation, you can call it, to play it.
It's literally supposed to be a losing battle, bro.
I'm just walking around.
Yeah, that game is supposed to be an arrow to the knee, like the
Yeah,
entire
you literally
time.
are supposed to be
Yeah.
it's a losing battle.
Isn't that game only popular because of Elon Musk?
Elden Ring? No.
I don't even
no.
know
I was
how
like
to
saying
connect.
He posted
Kanye
it
West
on
made Taylor Swift. That's
Yeah.
a crazy.
Yeah,
He
shit.
bro,
posted
I
it
know,
on
yeah.
Twitter and it just went viral.
No,
it's,
no.
it was hyped up for a
Did
while.
Elon
when it
Musk
came out
actually post
February.
something about Elden
Yeah,
Ring?
he did.
It's
Like,
the
he knows
The
knows that.
reason
successor.
why I liked it and a lot of people like it is because there's literally a fan base around really hard games like that. It's called Souls-like games,
Okay.
and I guess
Yeah.
I'm a gamer that plays Souls-like games. It's my
Mm.
favorite genre, and when that came out, I was so hyped. I just finished Sekiro for like the 5th time, so
The reason why that game blew up, at least, because I'm not into Souls games. I get way too frustrated, right? But at least from an outsider's point of view, what it seems to be like is that game is like, for Souls game enjoyers and people who like difficult games with a grimmer appeal to it,
yeah,
that's like, it is like the ultimate like creative child of what, like everything. It's like leading up to the game, it's like everything that people like from like Bloodborne, like stuff like that was like put into one little product, and it was a new product. So it's like, imagine if you made a new Call of Duty with all the best traits. It's like oh my god, like what's going on?
It's like create your own type of Souls game. Like there is not a feature that I can think of other than maybe the hidden weapon feature in Bloodborne that isn't from past Souls games. Like Sekiro, it's all about blocking perfectly. That's in Elden Ring, but just not like the main focus, but it's in Elden Ring.
That's nice.
That's like why it's one of my favorite games, I guess.
What about Hogwarts Legacy?
Great game, amazing.
It's good, but it's a kind of a chore simulator in a little bit of dude.
Bro,
you have like
it's Harry Potter.
You have 1,000. You have 1,000 side quests and like the same stuff.
Damn.
Okay,
That's tough.
Avada Kedavra though. That's all I gotta say. That's
No,
all
it's
I
a
gotta-
good game. That's the one. My one complaint is how the amount of like absolute side chores you have to do.
Okay, I guess that's true because it takes a while. Because like, oh, I want to play the main story. I want to know like. Cause
But you
have
need to do all
visit
these
some
damn
towers.
chores,
Right,
too.
but yeah.
James, so what's your favorite game?
All right.
Multiplayer online.
Oh, player online. All right, so I'm gonna break it down. Similar to how Matt did, for what it's worth. So as far as like single player game, I know it's multiplayer, but I'm gonna just go single player first. I think it's probably GTA 5 Story.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
just because of like the time periods of which I played those was great. I would say Red Dead Redemption 2 if I had finished the game, because I have not. I feel like I have reserved a right to say that yet.
Okay.
As far as multiplayer games, I got a couple, to be honest. Like I'm one of those guys where I can give you good reasons for all three of them. I think objectively the best multiplayer game I've played is I don't know. I feel like it probably is Modern Warfare or Warzone, just for the sake of like when it came out. I don't know. It's not the best. It's not
Whack.
the best. But like that's when it came out,
Good
dude.
game,
That's
good
like
one.
I played Fortnite when it came out, and I have like what people think of as like the Fortnite memories.
Yeah.
I have on that game because of COVID when that came out for me in high school.
I hate Fortnite.
Why?
I hate
bro?
it now.
It's not
yeah.
like
Wait, why?
It's not horrible, but it's not great. Like I play it if like I'm so bored.
Actually, no. I'm gonna take back what I said. Now I'm gonna say an outlandish opinion. I'm gonna give you guys a groundbreaking opinion here, and I want everybody on video. Everybody here.
Fortnite sucks.
Everyone stare at the camera.
Everybody in
listen
the
to what he says.
building. Everybody in the
Stare at the
building
camera.
is about to have a heartbeat skip.
Okay.
Break.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare.
Oh my!
That's
okay.
crazy.
No, that was a good game.
That
When
is I'm specifically talking about
DS?
the
It was on
DS.
Xbox.
Yes,
no,
bro,
no,
no,
it's,
it's on-
it's
it's
okay.
on
So
Xbox.
let me explain it first.
Oh,
Let me explain
what?
this first. So there is a game out there called Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare,
Okay.
where it is a third-person shooter of like the main cast of Plants
PvZ.
vs Zombies. It is gameplay mechanic wise one of the best games,
It's
most
good.
entertaining games I have ever played. Every ability in that game is fun. It's balanced really pretty well. It's enough where it's like you don't see
Colonel
the same
Cobb,
one.
bro.
Yeah, well, that's the second one, but yeah, for the second one, I get it. But like the first one I'm mostly talking about the first one.
Okay.
The first one was so good. The
Yeah.
second, but it doesn't have enough players. That's the part where it's like, you should have been there. You know, if you were there, you were there. But
I was
those
there.
who know understand how good that first game was. It was so good. I mean, I replayed it on PS4 at some point, and it was just the best when it had people on it.
PvZ. I played both Garden Warfares,
hmm
and they were great games. They were actually one of my like. If I really think about it, my first real FPS games.
Yeah.
Only reason I guess TPS games. Only reason I say that is because like every other shooter game I played, I just was like, like I didn't really play it. And then
Yeah.
my friend got Garden Warfare 1 and then Garden Warfare 2, and we would play it all the time.
hmm
Wait. So as I'm watching this video right now, so is this like what, like you're basically supposed to kill zombies?
Okay,
you can
so
play either side, right?
yeah, you can
Yeah.
play either side. So it's a conquest type thing. You ever played Battlefield?
I didn't even
it's-
think about it that way.
Yeah. No, what it is it's basically the most superior version of Battlefront ever made. It's the same mechanics, same people who made made Battlefront.
That
made
is true.
Okay.
Yeah, it is like it feels like the best version of Battlefront. Plays like the best version of Battlefield. Because it's one point, then you move on to the next.
Yeah.
It's not like a battle.
Yeah.
But that's like the main mode in there. There's like obviously there's like a team deathmatch equivalent. I think it's called Team Vanquish. because it is a teen game. Oh yeah, and it's for teens.
Yeah,
That's
they can't use the
also a
word death. They
huge
say
appeal.
vanquish or what was another one?
Yeah. Oh, and the game has so much character, like personality. It's
The colors are very.
I don't
vital.
even
The
know.
damn trailer of Garden Warfare 2, bro, was creative as crap.
Oh, dude, it made it look like it was a World War II documentary. Like
really?
Oh,
I see
dude,
this for myself.
it was. We can view it at some point, but it is so creative. I think they. What do they do? E3 is not really a thing anymore, honestly.
No,
but
yeah,
I think
cancel
it
this
was at E3, right?
I think it was. I think it was.
Yeah.
I just remember
Legendary.
watching the trailers for both and just being super hyped.
Oh, they're so hyped because the game has dude, there's just like a man that's made out of corn shooting people while flipping with rock and roll playing. Like, how is that not awesome?
That was so.
And it's cool.
Wow.
It's cool. It's not, no pun intended, corny, but it's it's cool.
Yeah.
It's great.
I do want to mention out for our audience, as I was looking at the video of the what was it called again? Plants vs Zombies.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare.
Garden Warfare. It looks like it's a really fun game to play for people who are not into gaming, who want something simple. It looks like that type of game. It's not too crazy, but
Easy
it's
to pick
also
up.
fun and it's cartoonish. So
Yes.
if you're listening to this podcast and you want to find a game that's fun to play with friends, it looks like that would be a fun game to play for
Yeah.
real.
And there is a single player round based mode that
Yeah.
is also fun. Granted, it's not as replayable, but it is very fun. And if you are interested in buying it, do yourself a favor, buy the second because there's real servers for that.
Is that out on the PS5 or the new gens?
I don't know. That is a really good question.
Let
It's
me look
on
it up real
PC for
quick.
sure. It's on Steam. It would be on PS4. I have it on PS4.
Yeah, so it looks like it is. So Garden Warfare 2 is on the PlayStation 4, and it's actually selling at GameStop for $14.99.
Oh yeah, no, and it's probably worth about $14 for what it's worth because it's an old game.
Mhm.
That's don't buy a old Ford Edge for full price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's
I think
the
it's
same
6 years
concept.
old. Am I wrong?
Oh, dude,
Probably
it might be
more.
longer. It might be 8. Honestly.
Damn, bro.
It's not like
been that long?
GTA where it's $29, but then on top of that
Nah.
it's $100.
No, yeah. I mean,
I get it.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
yeah. No, it's. I got it on. If you're getting on Steam, just wait for a sale. EA does sales all the time, and or double check it. I think the new one might be on Game Pass. I don't know how good that one is. I've heard mixed stuff on it, but the Modern Warfare 2, or not Modern Warfare 2, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 might be on Game Pass as well.
So I'm gonna name a couple games, PC games, because most of you guys are more of a No, you're not a PC gamer.
Nah.
I'm PC.
You too.
He's
Wow,
PC.
All right.
Yeah, you're the
So-
only one.
So these are for you two.
Yeah.
Worst PC games: Batman Arkham Knight, number 1.
That's like a console and PC. game.
What?
Yeah, but
was it
right
really
now,
that
PC
bad?
It says
I played
right here.
15 hours. I did not
I know
play the whole
that game's
thing.
notorious for being not good.
All right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Game
bad.
number 2, Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, that game actually might be. I've seen videos on that game. It lives up to that title.
Aliens Colonial Marines.
Bro, just naming off
Colonial
random
Marines.
names.
Colonial Marine. No.
Bro, skyscraper simulator, bro.
Fallout 76.
Oh, that one.
I can get by that.
That one's bad
That was
because of
ass.
the everything around the game. And well, actually, no, that game was completely broken.
Nah,
at launch.
it was pretty broken, dude.
Yeah, the game
there
was
so many glitches.
Yeah, I forgot about.
Some guy, I think.
I was thinking about the microtransactions.
Day one, I'm pretty sure some guy found out how to get absolutely beat the game in 10 minutes.
Well,
or something.
they figured out the secret developer safe room with unlimited
was.
gold and stuff or whatever it was.
Yeah, in the first day, right?
Yeah, it's just and it was real easy because the game was so broken. You can just clip through everything.
What about Resident Evil 4?
Not sure.
Are you
Which
about
one?
to say that's bad, bro?
It says it's.
Where are
it's
you getting this information from, bro?
Bro,
Google,
Resident
Google.
Evil 4 was amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. It says it's.
Maybe it's a remake.
It says
No,
it's.
but the remake
The
was also
remake
good
was
too.
even better.
I mean, it was a little
Yeah.
bit dried out, low key, but
The
it was
voice
a good-
acting was pretty bad.
Huh?
Voice acting was pretty bad.
Yeah, it might be it then.
Everything,
it was just
no,
Ada
but
Wong,
everything
though.
else was actually way better than the original.
No, it was just Ada Wong, low key.
That was bad. It literally sounded like she was recording with
just with the blank face.
Yeah. It sounded like she was It's like Megan Fox in the new MK, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I heard
Nobody
about
uses
that.
her. Nobody uses her. That's why I said
Dude,
okay.
I heard that the voiceovers on that one, she was
Oh,
not even
boy.
trying.
It's
Like,
like, don't I scare you in the lace, and she has like a voice crack in her voice. I don't like that.
Can I say
That's
something
crazy.
that's gonna make everybody mad? That
What's-
game I do not like.
He says Spider-Man.
No.
Oh, okay.
2 games. One of them I don't. To varying levels. I think DayZ is horrible.
I agree.
I think
agree.
that game is garbage. I
There's
think
nothing
my
to do.
friends are going to watch this podcast, and I hope they hear that. I would never let my kids play it. It is the worst. The worst. Number 2, Rust is the most overrated
That is
game
true.
I have ever played in my entire life. I would rather scoop my butt on sandpaper than ever play that game
Dude,
ever again.
I'm not kidding. Rust is actually
It
super
is
overrated.
so annoying. The community is like beyond toxic to where it's like it's not enjoyable. It's just
and they
racist.
have no lives.
It's like, yeah, they have no lives. They're like basement dwellers. It's like if you took the worst parts of Reddit and put it on a video game, why would you ever want to play
Literally, bro. Ark is almost as bad.
that? I've heard horrible things from Ark. I've not played that game.
These
Though.
all have something similar, bro. Like they're all open world, but there's like nothing to do in those open worlds.
Well,
you know?
in DayZ, it is just like
it's a walking simulator.
it's
I hate
walking
that game.
simulator. The mechanics suck. The gameplay sucks. Everything about that game sucks. All right, so we ran into a little bit of a time constraint. We really got in the weeds of this pressing
Yeah.
matter. But we will have to move on with the episode. Thank you for viewing this. A huge thank you to Columbia College of Missouri for sponsoring this episode. Big shout out to them. And then also thank you to Matt, Moises, and Eric for helping the support for this episode. I appreciate you listening. And with that, I think we'll catch you in the next one.
Actually, let me cut you off real
Yes.
quick. I want to give a special thanks to our audio editor, Indy Wilson, as well as Yessie.
Oh, of course.
And everybody that's involved in the Eye of the podcast, as well as the Eye of the Observer. Thank you for putting so much time and emphasis in making this podcast better, as well as the news editing side. Thank you for everyone.
Yeah, thank you. You see, Moises is a better man than I am, clearly. All right, appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. See you soon.